Well, hello comedy. My name is William Pineault-boily, and today I will be talking to you about a research proposal I am doing in my field of study at the Cégep de Jonquière, which is Sciences Humaines. Today, my project involves students that in the region of Quebec, which the student in Quebec, their graduation rate is 74% and is amongst the lowest in Canada. The government of Quebec plans on raising it to 85%, but truly do not know how to make it happen. And with today's proposal, my goal is to help the government of Quebec to actually raise it up to 85% as they wish to. My research proposal is called Movies for Motivation, and it is a plan that would take place in the summer of 2019 and 2020. It would cost about $250 million, and the goal of Movies for Motivation is to install brand new cinemas in our schools. Yes, this is a big project, and basically how the project would work is we would provide the students with new identification cards that would gain points by attending classes, getting good grades, making efforts, and improvements. For example, the identification cards would be given to students and they would attend their classes and work their homework and get in grades and all that. And the points would be given by students who regularly go to their classes and depending on the grades they get. What is great about this program is that every student is involved. Points are given to students which attend classes, points are given to students that make improvements, points are given to students that make efforts, and improvements. Basically, for example, let's take that a new movie comes out and it will be showed in our cinemas at our schools. Basically, if every student of the B102 class has 25 points on their ID cards and a movie costs 50 points, they need the last 25 points to go and watch the movie for free. And there is a science exam coming up. Well, the science exam would give them points. So the students that would get really good grades on the exam would get the missing 25 points, for example. And that would make the students motivated to study and study even harder to make sure they could attend the movie with their friends. And let's take, for example, for a minute, that a student really has a hard time in science and usually does not pass the course. Well, that student, if he gets a better grade, let's take for example that he has 40% usually and now gets up to 70% because he studied really hard, well, he will get even more points for getting a really good grade and having improved a lot at his science. And then the students will get rewarded for simply studying and going to their classes. Everything today is gained with efforts and like trying hard. And that would motivate students to actually try harder and push their limits further. And now, Movies for Motivation would actually be more fun for students to study. They would actually like it because they get something in reward. They not only get grades, but they get movies and activities with friends, and that would push them to actually try so much harder for their studies. They would take it more seriously, would attend more of their classes, listen more. It would be fun to study with friends to actually get that grade to go and watch the new movie coming out. Let's take, for example, Avengers Infinity War. Everyone wants to go and watch it, and why not with friends for free? With that said, there is 80% of students who actually work a part-time job, and this doubles the workload for them. And by doing that, the students do not have the time necessary to study or to actually improve their grades for their future careers. And that, with Movies for Motivation, we are trying to help students who work a part-time job to actually pay activities during the weekend or during the week, to make the students realize that they do not have to work no more, because activities are provided just by working at school. And we want, with movies for motivation, to actually lower that percentage from 80 to about 60% to actually help students that work themselves so hard to try and study and get like a good result at their job. And if students actually work less during their part-time job or quit their part-time job because of movies for motivation, this will only increase the rate of success of students really up. And it couldn't be better. With the formation of new professionals that are coming these years, like for the future years, it would be so much better. We would get more professionals and more people that are ready to work, because simply like students would like to study, they would like what they're doing. Working at school would give them a reward. Movies for motivation does not only stop there, it could only grow further. And basically, movies for motivation is really a unique way to approach students, to stimulate them and get their motivation up. I think the government of Quebec should really analyze this this solution, because the problem is known. The school system is truly outdated and should be reworked, reseen, and with these new ideas such as movies for motivation, like it could benefit everybody. With students actually liking more to study, we only make our province, Quebec, a better place to study. We could get more people from foreign countries to actually come and study here, because we have such a unique program and unique studies. With all other countries in the world having such high success at making other people graduate and making people professionals, we need to get Quebec a province where students will like to study, will appreciate school, will want to go further. And I think that movies for motivation is really the unique way to approach students and also teachers to like what they're doing and pursue their studies. And what is great with movies for motivation is that it does not only reward hard workers, but rewards people who have a hard time. People who have a hard time just have to attend their classes and make improvements, and that will reward them too. Everybody's included. There's nobody left out. This program was thought to actually help every student, even if he's in need or has a really, really easy time at school. Movies for motivation truly is a unique way to help students study and to make Quebec's graduation rate go up from 74% to 85%, which is the government right now working on it. So I hope you appreciate my research proposal, and I hope we take action really soon so we can update those schools of ours and make this region a better place. Thank you.